Hey everyone, it's Aurora 1983 with episode 4 of Feed the Beast on Blockville. Oh, and before I get started, we added a new member to our server. His name is Bacon Donut. He's a pretty well-known live streamer, so I'll probably have a link for him in the description of this video. So, I've been quite busy. Most of it I didn't record because it's mostly pretty boring, just the repetitive stuff, but I finally built myself my Alviri here. Some garbage over there. But this thing took a while to build, but I think it was worth it. It helped me create these. Now these are valuable bees, and they create platinum combs. And you put these in a centrifuge and you get little piles of platinum dust. If you get 4 of those, you make a regular pile of platinum dust, and you put that in an industrial centrifuge and you get iridium, which is what we all want here on this server. I'm just gonna probably examine these before I put them back, but I'm just gonna collect these. See, this thing right here is a mutator. And basically you put, I guess, an item specified by the wiki from what I found. And depending on what you put in there, it increases the chances that the bees inside will mutate. When I was trying to get these, I pretty much used my extra uranium, since I don't plan on using nuclear power. But it works. You just gotta be patient. And I've also been doing quite a bit of breeding of bees. So I have quite a few different colors here that I've managed to come across. I got these Prussian blues. They make Prussian combs. Made some sepias. They make kind of a yellowish brown. And with these I'm trying to get prehistoric bees. I'll scan these later with my beelizer. I did a little bit of tinkering with my power armor, and this is what I've got. Got solar generators and energy shields and jetpacks and sprint assists and all that fun stuff, and I even colored it. Cool. I even dabbled a little bit in Thaumcraft here, and most of the stuff that you see here I didn't actually make. I actually found it because Jevin and Krusty have been messing around with Mistcraft, and they found some worlds that have a lot of this stuff as loot. So I've got a few of those, as well as a few of these. I had a bacon gun, but I gave that to Bacon Donut when he showed up on the server as a welcoming present. But not right now. Yeah, poor jerk. I'll get them later. But as you can see here, I have been in the Twilight Forest quite a bit, and I really did kill all of these hydras. But I only recorded footage of one of them, which you'll see later in the video. But, I've come up with a few more power sources. I got that solar panel there, now that I was able to get some silicon plates. That's my gas turbine again. And I got this semi-fluid generator, which I can actually use a few different kinds of things in it, like lava or seed oil or this creosote oil. I got nothing in there right now. that's from the Twilight Forest, and that's the tinker table that I used to make my power armor. Basically, you have to craft these things in order to make these parts for your armor. Most of them actually aren't all that bad to make. These are some of my own Mystcraft worlds. One of them looks kind of freaky, but I'm gonna leave Mystcraft for another episode. Here, follow me. Get rid of this guy. Just toss some of these out for him. Got plenty of gunpowder. I don't think I need to worry about him borrowing any. He'll come back if he needs it. These things are kind of fun. Jevin didn't need these after he left his old island. And this is my spawner room. That's actually my witch spawner. That used to be a creeper spawner, but I turned it into a witch. And these spiders here are there because I need string too. And I use the string, of course, for the frames in my beehives. Alright, so I decided to spend some time here in the Twilight Forest, and one of the places I decided to explore is this this labyrinth. Now, these things are huge, and unfortunately the walls are actually really hard to mine, so it's hard to collect them. But it's also really easy to get lost in them. But it's also the only place you'll find these things. But you also see these fire beetles in the Hollow Hills. But this is also one of the reasons that Jevin avoids these places, because he just hates bugs, and he especially hates bugs that look weird. These things will actually throw slime balls at you, and once they get hurt enough, they tend to run away after a while. And there's also a lot of traps, so you probably want to watch out for the tripwires. Sometimes you'll even find dungeons inside these mazes, depending on how it's generated. And you'll find some interesting stuff, including portal guns. And it's about this time that I'm regretting bringing my quarry with me, because there's just so much loot inside one of these mazes. You'll find yourself laden down with a bunch of stuff that you probably can't carry at all. And if you find these mushrooms around, it means you're getting close to finding this thing, which is a mushroom minotaur. And these things are surprisingly hard to kill, and they hit you pretty hard, so I probably would have been taking a lot more damage if I didn't have power armor on. But they drop mushroom stew and the axe that he's holding, which is called a minotaur axe. And there's chests in there too, and there's a lot of stuff in there too, so like TNT and armor. So make sure you have lots of room. So because I'm getting pretty heavily involved in bee breeding, I was getting really close to getting bees that produce platinum. But in order to do that, I needed to get some ender bees. So I found the end portal on my own, but I wasn't planning on taking out the dragon by myself, even though I probably could. But here on Blockville, we wanted to make it a community thing, so we wanted to wait until we had more people online to help us. So I collected, I think, 3 or 4 hives here. Mostly avoiding the Enderman and the dragon as much as I could. But I just didn't collect all of them, of course, because I knew there were other people who probably wanted to try using them. So once I had enough, I had brought along a ender chest with me, because the only way to get back without using Mistcraft is to kill yourself, or to die, basically. So just plopped down my ender chest and put everything I had in there. Eventually we did take on the Ender Dragon. Krusty and Jevin happened to be on at the same time, along with me. But it's at this point that I realized that I have brought, like, the worst sword possible. Well, almost the worst sword possible to take on the Ender Dragon with. Surprisingly, it didn't break along the way. But I suggest you prepare yourself for the most boring Ender Dragon fight ever. Alright, so now that you've seen me take down the Mushroom Minotaur, the Hydra, and the Ender Dragon, I'm gonna take down the strongest and the meanest, the most badass boss in Minecraft.